Hey, allyuh, welcome back to Ree's Teas. As you can see today, I'm joined by designer Kerby Young, and we're welcoming Devon Jerome to season 2. Today, we're going to do a red carpet rundown for this Sunday's Grammys. So, in case you missed it, the Grammys were this Sunday on CBS, and it was a historic night indeed. Beyonce became the artist with the most number of Grammys, well, vocalists, because there is a orchestra conductor who has 31, orchestra conductor who has 31, orchestra conductor who has 31. Tiffany Haddish became the first woman to win the Grammy for a comedy album since Whoopi Goldberg over 30 years ago. And Mickey Guyton became the first black female solo artist to be nominated in the country category. But this is the red carpet rundown, so we are here to break down the fashion hits and misses. And hits and misses there were indeed. So we're going to start off with the baby. The baby showed up dressed in Dolce & Gabbana. I'm going to have to say I really love when guys make an effort on the red carpet, because very often I feel as though they just grab a black tux and show up. And I also love when rappers make an effort. The internet felt a need to let us know that Michael Blackson wore that look first. Goodbye. The baby looked nice, he looked polished, he looked like a man on his way to pick up some Grammys. Devon, what did you think?
I think he was absolutely amazing. The color palette, the everything. I love the fact that it could work with gold and silver accessories, but from head to toe, he was just fantastic.
Kerby, what did you think?
I agree. Everything about it was really nice and cohesive. I like the fact that he actually took his mom there with him, and then he couldn't take his daughter because of COVID, of course, so he had a little red carpet set up at his home, and it was a really family bonding time for them as well.
Up next we have Doja Cat and Roberto Cavalli. Now I love Doja, and Doja's one of those artists who I think she's very good at putting on a performance look. And I think, so just to be clear, I didn't like the red carpet look, and I think the reason is I don't know if Doja knows how to take the drama and scale it down. So, I mean, the Grammys is a night where artists tend to take risks, and for some reason Doja thought it was a good idea to show up as an upside down feather duster wearing a mullet wig. It looked like what a feather duster would look like at Billie Eilish's house. She took a risk, but it didn't pay off. Kerby, do you agree? Do you disagree?
Like we discussed in the last time we had the red carpet rundown, these artists, they're trying to send a message, and the one that she was trying to send with this, she's now working on Planet Her, and the designer or stylist said that they're trying to do futuristic looks, and they said it doesn't have to be metallic and all metal, it could be something like this, which I don't agree. I don't like it at all.
Devon?
A hot mess.
Not a hot mess, a hot miss.
A hot mess. I think the fact the top and the bottom separately could work.
Yeah.
Like the top could be a full bodysuit, would look excellent. She loves this kind of things for performances. The bottom could also work with probably something sheer on top, but together, no thanks, Plumet. No thank you.
Up next we have Ingrid Andrea in Armani Privé. First of all, I don't know her.
What do you think about people still referencing I don't know her all these years later?
I still don't know her.
Never heard of her. I don't know who this lady is. But when it comes to her outfit, I feel like she took that top that Beyonce wore on the cover of the Crazy in Love album, and she dressed it up when she came to the carpet. It was cute. It was nice. That's about all I have to say.
I liked it because I love to see a woman in a well-tailored suit, and I like the fact that she wore that body chain on the inside, which really gave it that glamorous look. Yeah.
Devon?
I have the same sentiments, whereas the look from Beyonce's Dangerously in Love cover, it was cute. I mean, there was not a great deal of miss that night, but she was still good. She was good for me. She was good.
And speaking of referential looks, up next we have Megan Thee Stallion in Dolce & Gabbana. Now, my mother always says that everything that we are wearing now, everything that's in style now, are things that were in style back in the day that get brought back. And I'm a big believer in paying homage to those that came before you. So the fact that Megan chose a dress that is very clearly a reference to Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl Best Friend music video look, cool. I feel as though, one, either it needed to be made out of a less crinkly material or it needed one more steam before they hit the carpet. And two, I felt like the bow was ill-defined, and I only noticed a bow because I know the reference. It just looked like some cloth gathered up behind her. I liked her hair, and I appreciated that thick thigh that she gave us on the carpet. But overall, it was a miss for me. Did you like it, Kerby?
No, I didn't. I think it was a miss because, as you said, the fabric needed to be steamed a little bit more. Everything just looked messy. I would see that mostly at the Met Gala. We have like a million people helping you, so they fluff out the dress for you, so the dress actually looks the way it's supposed to. And I did not know it was a bow either until she turned around. I was like, oh, that's supposed to be a bow. Because even when she turned around, it didn't even look like a bow.
Devon, what did you think about it?
I share the same thought pattern about the reference of Madonna Material Girl outfit. The thing is, it didn't look too bad, but I think it wasn't a dress made for her. Because as we said, she's a thick girl and it didn't do her that much justice. But hair and makeup, she was good.
Yeah.
She was good.
Up next we have Taylor Swift and Oscar de la Renta. Now the Grammys got pushed back, so normally the Grammys are a little bit early in the year, which means that they're normally in late winter. So with it being pushed back when it is this year, I understood that it was in early spring, so Taylor tried to give us, florals in spring.
Well, they're showing a lot of florals right now, so I was thinking I could
Florals? For spring. Groundbreaking.
The look, I think it would have looked nice on the spring cover of a magazine somewhere, but it did not work for me at the Grammys. It looked misplaced, and then once they got inside and we saw the decor, it looked like Taylor could be a centerpiece on the tables, but it didn't look like something that should have been on a star. Did you like it, Devon?
I don't care for her, so I don't. I don't care for her, so I don't really have an opinion on her. So, yeah. Kerby.
Well, I liked Taylor's look because it's who she is. That's the type of person she is, and she has an album that is coming out or just came out. So there was reference to that album as well. The whole butterflies and flowers and that floral thing. That was good. She had a nice glitter pink shoes, and she was cute.
Okay. We will agree to disagree on Taylor. Up next, we have the Haim sisters in Prada. Much like Ingrid.
I don't know her.
I don't know them, never heard of them. And while the Grammys was going on, because I'm a working guy who multitasks, I was ironing. And I remember I looked up, I saw the Haim sisters, and I said, oh my goodness, they invited nurses to the Grammys. That is so nice. We're paying homage to the frontline workers.
Oh my God.
And then I woke up the next morning, and as I was doing my research for the show, I found out that, these were the Haim sisters. Still don't know who they are. But what I do know is that I have those scrubs hanging up in my wardrobe right now.
Oh.
Devon, what did you think of the Haim sisters?
I saw them on the red carpet, and just like you, I don't know who they are. I said what I said. I can't say anything about somebody that I don't know, and if you have nothing good to say, I'll say nothing.
Let me Kerby.
Same thing. I don't know them. I don't know if there's a reference. Like I can tell you why Doja Cat was like that, why this other girl was like that. I don't know them. I've never seen them before.
Okay.
And what do they do though?
And guys, what do you do?
Let me ask you a very fair question. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
What do they do? Like,
Guys, like we asked you in the last episode, if you do know what the message was
Or who they are.
comment below. Yeah, and I just might be right. Maybe they were doing you know how Tyra used to say, "Hoe but make it fashion."
Most modeling is kind of acting like a hoe but making it fashion. Hoe, but then make it fashion. Hoe, make it fashion.
And maybe they were doing, you know, scrubs but make it fashion.
Maybe.
Up next, we have Mickey Guyton in Custom Naeem Khan. Now, to be clear, she wore a Valentino dress on the red carpet, and I think akin to Taylor, the idea between the Valentino dress, which, you know, spring has sprung, let's give them flowers. And I didn't care for it. The performance look, what I love about the performance look is, one, like we said last episode, this is how you wear sequins. Right undergarments, not a lump, not a bump, everything was in place. I loved the shoulder pads. But two, again, I was ironing while this was happening, and when she started to sing that song Black Like Me, I had to stop.
Beautiful.
I had to stop. That song, it touched my spirit. And what I loved about the outfit is that it was an outfit that, yes, there was a moment, yes, she was a showgirl, yes, there was this big train, but it was understated enough that it didn't take away or distract from the message that young lady came to deliver. And as somebody was saying on one of the other fashion programs that covered the Grammys, when you are a historic winner or a historic nominee, you have to dress up because cameras will be on you and you will do interviews. And this young lady understood that this was a moment, and she dressed like this was a moment. Could be.
Yes, you said a lot. So I'm going to say that as well. And I love the shoulder pads that you said. I think that's a nice addition to it. And the silhouette, it was like perfect. No bumps, and everything is upstairs. Nothing is downstairs.
None of the girls went to penal. And you, Devon?
I think that it was absolutely beautiful. What she wore on the red carpet, I loved it, which had butterflies, not flowers.
Oh, sorry.
And the performance dress was absolutely amazing. I love the color. The body is right for somebody who just had a baby a month ago. So
she did?
There's not a lot of artists who have this snapback, and she pulled it off really well.
I will say she tagged Spanx in her picture on Instagram.
Well, she had to thank who she thanked.
Yes,
give it up for Spanx. A lot of women need to understand how to use that.
How to use a good pair of Spanx.
Yeah.
Up next, you have Harry Styles. Now, Harry, at this point, I feel like he's an artist that the fashion industry is trying to make fetch happen.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
He's trying to convince us that he is this fashion icon who blurs the lines between menswear and women's wear. And again, that same radar that went off last episode with the boy, with Josh, the radar went off. Harry looks like he dressed in the dark at his grandmother's house. That's all I have to
Point man, period.
Could be.
Like I said in the last episode, these stars, they know the cameras are going to be on them. They know they're going to have the attention, and they want to grab that attention from other artists that are going to be on the red runway. So I don't know if that is what he was doing in terms of him trying to bridge that gap between male and female, the way you dress and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of confusing.
I mean, I love a mismatched outfit, but a mismatched outfit supposed to look intentionally mismatched.
Yeah.
It's Devon.
He had a really good performance. That's what I will say.
You found something nice.
He had a good performance. That's as much as we're going to get out of me for Harry.
Up next we have Chloe Bailey in Louis Vuitton. So first of all, what I really loved about Chloe's look is that dreadlocks is a hairstyle and a lifestyle, but it's the type of hairstyle that when women get it, people tend to think that it's limiting and there's not much you can do. And I love that she and her sister that night and other nights show us just how versatile locks can be. So I loved that. Loved the silhouette, and I love that she gave us a high slit with a boot.
Yeah.
Like the boot was a nice pop, a nice surprise, and I feel as though as a young artist on one of her first Grammys, normally nobody's like, when you flash back to like their first Grammy, look, it's just be like, yeah.
Yeah, it was a tragic.
But this is that she will forever look back on this look and say, I did that. Cause she did.
Yeah, she did.
Could be.
I'm just gonna say it was okay. I didn't like the boot though. I think she could have just given us leg and a nice stiletto shoe, and that was it for me. But again, if you look at her busted video on TikTok, you realize that she's really coming into this whole her sexuality and being a really sexual kind of a woman. So I don't know if the that long boot is for that. I don't know.
A hint of like fetish way in there, a little latex.
Yeah, and the glove and yeah.
Those are the reasons why I like it. The boots, the everything, and yes, they had like she and her sister had an amazing 2020, and their outfits. Yes, she has been very like, you know, getting into that sexy vibe and everything. But I think this is like, she looks like a very sexy Jessica Rabbit hair, like the Diana Ross curly hair. It just works so well.
Urban domination.
Yeah, and I am here for I'm here for all of it.
On just a wonderful segue from Chloe and Halle, because you know this is their mentor. We have Beyonce, Nose, and Schiaparelli. I was messaging Devon during this show, and he messaged me in caps, Beyonce is there, and I was like, what? I don't understand. And he's like, I didn't stutter. Beyonce is in the front row. When she went to collect the first award that I saw her collect with Megan, I just felt like she had a hard time walking in the dress. As somebody who we've seen, it couldn't be the shoes because she's danced in shoes. So she had a hard time walking in the dress, and then I also felt, I had like an internal dialogue, because I felt like it was a silhouette we had seen her in before. There's a red dress she wore with that same kind of ruche silhouette. I don't know if you're catching this on camera, but everyone is watching me, but stay with me, we're getting somewhere. And then I said to myself, but self, there was a point in time where Sofia Vergara used to wear the same silhouette on the red carpet and people would gag, and J-Lo wears the same mermaid dressed in different colors and people would gag. So if Beyonce has, there's something to be said about finding a silhouette that works for you and sticking to it, but finding varieties of ways to do it. And then as she spoke and she gesticulated, I saw that she had gloves with nails. And I am obsessed with gloves with nails. Like obsessed with gloves with nails. And I said, okay, let's check gloves with nails. You're done.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Gloves with nails. Everybody's gonna go home.
Yeah. I like the look. The only thing that I found was a bit ill-fitting for me was the breast area, because you know Beyonce, the girl's always up, but this one it was like scooshed down. I didn't like that about it, but everything else was good. Even like the earring. I don't know who the designer was, but it dropped like right there. That was nice.
Devon?
Beyonce will never do any wrong in my eyes. She never have, and she never will. She's my best dress of the night, and forever, and always. She was the bomb. She looked good. I was so happy to see her there when the camera panned on her. I was like, God, I did not waste my time watching this show. So yeah, Beyonce was on. And all black and gold is my thing, so it works.
And last but not least, we have Lizzo in Balmain. At this point in time, I feel as though
We should take a sip at this point, at this time.
Stay with me. At this point in time, I feel as though Lizzo is the modern day emperor from the Emperor's New Clothes. Because I feel as though she has a team around her who is convincing this girl that, yes, girl, this looking good. Go out and get them. Because it's not one time, it's not two times, it's not three times that we've had Lizzo come out on red carpets in ill-fitting, non-flattering gowns in a color that doesn't do anything for her skin tone. I will say last year at the Grammys, she had a moment in that white dress with the fur and everything. So I really thought that this year she would top that. And last episode, I talked about clothes that have hanger appeal versus runway appeal versus real life appeal, but the green dress on a hanger, you could look at that and see that you would look like a bedazzled okra. There was no way that you could have convinced me that it doesn't look like a dress I would look good on a hanger in this iridescent lime green.
Yeah.
Iridescent mint green, sorry. And then what broke my heart is that Lizzo had 2 looks, and much like, because there are people who didn't like Beyonce's first look, but the second look, there's no way you could have not liked it. So I feel like if you're wearing 2 looks,
make one happen, but also let there be a variety between the 2 looks. Lizzo wore the same silhouette in 2 different colors, and neither look was it for me.
I didn't like it. Lizzo is very talented, and she is somebody who really speaks out about body positivity and loving yourself and stuff like that. But still, at the same time, you need to know your body. You need to wear things that flatter the shape that you have. I'm not saying that probably in her eyes this is flattering or whatever the case might be, but no, it has too much of ruching and gathering and then draping down at the bottom. Okay, so if we want this dress to work, let's go probably up to just under the bust and then just let it fall out. So you have a nice,
so gorgeous.
Yeah. You have a nice shape, a nice silhouette. The hair was good, the makeup was good, the diamonds were real. So, yeah. But for me, that dress was, both of them.
Yeah, both of them was a huge miss. That ruching and everything. The same thing is that both dresses could have the same impact, with just from under the bust having a nice sheer fabric, just something something to make it look good. But I don't know who telling this girl to do this. This is sad. And so, as somebody who is here for body positivity, she's not dressing for the occasion, and this is not working at all. Let's hope this year she asks Tiffany Haddish who she working for so
she could turn this around.
There's a chance. We had a conversation about things turning around for people. There's a chance, especially when it comes to fashion. There's a chance. So we'll see how that goes.
Alright guys, so who is your best dress and your worst dress nominee? I'll start. For me, for giving me golden shimmery trophy shoulder pad, this is my moment to look at me and me alone realness. Mickey Guyton in custom 9 can and good Spanx.
For me, it was Baby, because everything was cohesive and the suit was well tailored and everything like that.
And Devon?
Well, for me, it's Beyonce. Always will. Always will be. She is just everything for me.
And for the worst dress nominee now, guys, for me, and I hate to do this because I love her, but you can't wear 2 dresses and these 2 dresses. I have to give it to Melissa. Love you, boo. I have to reach for Chicago government name.
I did not know who Melissa was.
Melissa, because when I'm a barb, so and when Nikki's when she's straight up, I look into my computer and I say, Onika.
Get it together.
Oh yeah, Melissa. Do better. Similarly, I have to reach for the government name, Melissa. You wear 2 dress and the 2 dress was a mess. So just for having 2 entries, that was a mess. Melissa.
I agree. She won. I mean, she had 2 entries, so nobody could have beat her. So yeah, worst dress.
Okay, Melissa, you can get ready, pack your bags, because you are going to Hollywood with the worst 3 nominees. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Get it together, Melissa. Get it together.
With that being said, guys, that brings us to the end of this Grammy red carpet rundown. Please comment below and let us know who was your best dress, who was your worst dress, and I will see you guys next month for the Oscars, which is already shaping up to be a historic night. We have Viola Davis already becoming the first black woman ever to be nominated for Best Actress twice. And off air, you know, I have a conversation with Kerby and Devon and see if they want to return. Let's hope for the best. Until then, guys, as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss when the next episode drops. And until next week, Sunday, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.